Hello there, boys and girls. This is Mrs. Garcia. I'm outside right now looking at my bean plants to see the progress that they've made. Now look at this. Remember, I numbered them 1, 2, 3, 4, depending on how big the plant was. And number 1 was the tallest plant. Number 2 was about this size. Number 3, it had just the stem coming up, so I planted the whole bean underneath the ground, underneath the dirt. Number 4 had nothing coming up, so I planted it all the way underneath the dirt. Now look at them. Number 3 has grown the tallest now. And if you'll remember, number 2 plant still had the seed coat on it. And look, that seed coat's really stubborn. It's still on there. See that? It doesn't want to let go. It wants to keep protecting that plant. Now these orange sticks here, they're just straws that I put up there. Because when once I planted them, the stem of the plant was kind of droopy, and I didn't want it to droop too much, so I put a straw there so it could stand up against. But these have really shot out, especially number 3. It has really shot out, and you could see these leaves here is where the bean was. See that? So we're talking about parts of a plant. We know that the plant's needs, the basic needs of a plant from a week ago, we know that they need water, sun, soil, air, and space. So they each have their own space. They have their soil. I've watered them, and they've got the sun because they're outside. Now this week we're looking at the parts of a plant. And we know that not all plants have flowers, but you have the leaf of the plant that helps make the nutrients, the food, and the leaves always face the sun. You can see that. They always face the sun because the sun helps it make the food. So the leaf of the plant, you have the stem. You can see this very long stem here. And then you have the roots that are under the soil. Okay, those are the 3 parts of the plant. So what we're going to do now is we're going to illustrate a plant and illustrate the parts of a plant. So let's come on over here to my table. Now I've got some paper ready here. And I also have some plants that my son pulled out for me so that I can show you, boys and girls. Okay. Now here is the leaf of the plant. See that? This is the stem. And if you could see, down here is the root. And the root is what was under the ground. And you could see where the dirt stopped. And the root was underground. And here's another one. Look at that root. The roots are the ugliest part of the plant. That's what helps anchor it down to the ground so that the wind won't blow it away. And it also helps get its nutrients. It soaks up all the nutrients from the rain that comes down and from the soil. And it goes and travels up the stem like a straw. Okay. Lots of you boys and girls couldn't find the page because we had an old book that we were using when the lesson plans were made. And what some of you did, you were great problem solvers. You went ahead and just did your work on a plain piece of paper because all we needed was a plant and labeled. And then luckily Zachary's mom was able to find the page and let us know what page it was actually on. It's in your science literacy book, the book with the teal colored K, and it is page 114. So thank you to Zachary's mom for that. Okay, but I don't have a book because we only had enough books for our students. So I'm going to draw my plant. So this is the way you would draw the plant. I've got the stem here. I have my leaves. Just like that. I'm going to draw the dirt. And then I'm going to show the roots that are underground. They're not above ground, they're underground. See that? All right. Now, we said not all plants have flowers, but I like flowers, so I'm going to draw a flower on my plant. Okay, there we go. All right, there's my flower. Now I'm going to label my plant. We said this is the stem that helps get all the nutrients to the plant. Same thing with the roots. And the roots also anchor the plant down into the ground so that the wind won't blow it away. And these are the leaves. Leaf. When two vowels go walking, the first one does the talking. There you go. Leaf. And then not all plants have flowers, but mine does. So I'm going to label it flower. Now, you know the purpose of the flower. The purpose of the flower is to make seeds. So I'm going to put some seeds in here. And once that flower dries up, the seeds will fall or they'll get blown away by the wind, just like in the tiny seed that we read. And they'll make a new plant, just like the plant that it came from. So if I was to plant, one of these seeds came out, and I was to plant the seeds from this flower, would I get a tree? No, I wouldn't get a tree. I would get a plant just like this one, because the seeds came from this kind of plant. So the seeds that come from the plant make a plant just like it. Now, this is all you need to turn in, or if you did find the page, go ahead and turn that in. But you know what? I love quality work and I love details. So because I know this is outside, I'm going to make a sun, because I know that the plant needs sun and warm. And I'm also going to make some clouds. Hopefully they've got rain in them for my plant. And I think I'm going to make a little ladybug here. Put some dots. There's my ladybug. And maybe I could even make a worm under the ground, digging into the ground. Right? There's my little worm. Or I can even make some grass that is growing around the plant. Because terrific tigers turn in quality work. Go around the worm there and add detail to their work. So if you have crayons, use your best and use lots of colors to make it look really nice. Okay, well, I'm done with my assignment here. I'm ready to turn it in. And if you found the page 114, you can go ahead and do it on that. But if not, it's okay to just do it on regular paper. Okay, boys and girls, remember to do your best every day. You are a terrific tiger. I love you and I miss you. Bye-bye.